Hey there, this is Paul with Transparent Personal Growth, and today I'm going to be sharing with you on a very special topic, something that's close to my heart, and that is self-acceptance and feeling complete on my own. So this journey that I've been on for the last year has been, the biggest part of it for me has been learning to love myself no matter what, to accept myself as I am, and to not judge parts of myself when I do something that I don't really like, something that doesn't really push me forward in life, that kind of pulls me back even, to love myself even then. That's been a really difficult journey from me. I've grown up my whole life thinking that if I did something wrong, I needed to shame that part of me. That part of me was bad, like cut it out, like push it away. But that doesn't help, that doesn't work at all. It makes things so much worse, and it creates a lot of headaches around any mistakes that I make. Because when I make a mistake, I'm not even on my own side. Like, oh, Paul, you messed up. You did that thing that you weren't supposed to do. Oh no, you're such a bad person. Treating that like I am bad because I make a mistake. No, I'm human. I'm normal because I make mistakes. I'm not perfect, but in my head, I try to make myself perfect. But I can never live up to that. So this journey has been insane. In the last 2 months, it's just been going into overdrive. Like, I've had insights just opening my mind to the potential of what self-acceptance can do. And the most recent one is what I want to talk about. So, first of all, this negatively motivated value of mine, that like this need for approval, and also the judgment towards myself, that's very common. I'm not really special because of that. That is very common with low self-esteem, essentially. I need the approval of other people in a neurotic and unhealthy way, and I am very critical of myself. I make a mistake, well, I don't give myself the same amount of leeway as I do someone else. So it's key to realize here that a negatively motivated value comes from a traumatic event as a child, or at a very moldable time of our life, which is usually childhood. And what happens is we have this traumatic event, and it creates an unconscious response, a defense mechanism, so to speak, to deal with it. And I'm going to use an example of this from my own life. So when I was 3, I remember this very vividly. It was nighttime, it was cold, and it was very snowy outside. I'm like this tall, so of course it feels like there's tons of snow. But there was drifts of snow everywhere, and I was outside with one of my brothers. And we were both very young. I don't even know if he remembers this, but we were out there, and I'm not sure what led up to this, but all I remember him saying is he pushed me into the snow. And so I'm on my back, and I'm looking at him, and he said, if you don't do what I tell you to do, I will strip you naked and bury you in the snow and leave you to die. Whoa, oh my gosh, that's terrible, Paul, I'm so sorry for you. No. There's a lesson here that I didn't see as a 3-year-old. So as a 3-year-old, I saw this as, holy shit, I need that person's approval. There must be something wrong with me if he's going to treat me like that. I need that person's approval. I need everyone's approval, otherwise I must be doing something wrong, right? So that's the defense mix. That's the unconscious defense mechanism that this 3-year-old of myself decided on to deal with this problem, and it worked fine. I mean, I'm alive, so it worked, right? The thing is that just because it works doesn't mean that it works well. And I've struggled with this my entire life, really needing the approval of others, sacrificing my own self to get the approval of others. That's not healthy. And the lesson that I didn't learn, that I learned now, because I went back, I did a visualization exercise where I went back to that moment. And what is the lesson here? The lesson is that I am all that I need. I am self-sufficient. I am complete as I am. And I am completely independent of the good or bad opinions of others. That's very powerful to realize that. This has been the biggest step in my entire life. No joke. This right here. Just realizing that I don't need other people. When I realized this, I was like, holy crap. What? Like once I internalized it, I knew this. When I internalized it, that's when it became powerful. I realized that I love being with myself. Before, I would always feel like, ugh, I'm alone again. But only Paula's here. This is so boring. This is terrible. I wish things were better, you know? But now, I'm by myself in the car, and I just have the biggest smile on my face because I love the fact that I'm with me. I'm all that I need. Or I do make a mistake, right? Say I'm at work and I make a mistake. I'm like, Paul, that's fine. You're so cute when you make mistakes. I still love you. I love you just as much as before. This has been huge. This little insight here, realizing that I am complete on my own. I do not need to depend on anyone for anything. That being said, it's great to have friends. It's great to have people around me. But without that unhealthy dependence on their approval, there's just such a peace of mind. At work, I can say what I want to say without having to think, oh no, what are they going to think about me when they hear what I say? I don't think that anymore. It's gone. I'm just me. I'm just Paul. And that has been amazing. Self-acceptance is no joke. Whenever I would be hard on myself, my parents would be like, don't be so hard on yourself. Like, you're still you. Like, okay, you did something wrong. So, like, doesn't change who you are. As a kid or even like a year ago, I'd be like, yeah, whatever. I'd still be hard on myself. And I just would totally miss the lesson. But now that I am self-accepting, I am accepting myself. And I'm habitually like, when I make a mistake, I automatically now, it's okay, Paul. You'll do better. You're getting better. You know, like, I love you still. Like, this doesn't change how much I love you, Paul. And that might sound wonky to somebody if they were to listen in on my internal conversations, but holy shit, I feel amazing. Just knowing that I'm on my own team and that's all that matters. So I wanted to share that with you, and that's it for today. I hope you enjoyed this video, and if you did, leave a like, please. And share it with a friend, and subscribe if you feel like you want to. No matter what, as always, just have a fantastic day. It's beautiful outside wherever you are, even if it doesn't look like it, it's still beautiful. It's still a day that we woke up alive. So I hope that you utilize that and that you make the most of it. So take care, and I'll see you in the next video.